Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Monday, October 21st, 2019, and we're going to have a hell of a week in this market. There's no doubt about it. This is what I believe is coming. If you recall, several weeks ago, I said new record highs were coming for this market, and yeah, we're going to be seeing new record highs in this market in short order. However, for stocks to continue to move meaningfully higher, crude oil is going to need an event to occur, seriously, to prop it up. Again, I think if you follow this blog, you have a handle on how important it is for these markets, for the banks, for the entire energy sector, that crude oil be pushed higher by any means they can possibly do it. And it will occur. It's just a matter of time before they engineer an event to prop up crude oil, the lifeblood of the military industrial complex. Again, I cover this. The real price of crude oil right now should be less than half of what it is. So it's already, propped up by 100%, and it's not enough. Just like everything else being thrown at this market is not enough to keep this illusion real. Henceforth, why the Fed is now in full-blown QE, and like I said yesterday, world central banks are going to go hyper-nuclear moving forward. It's part of their plan. It's very simple. I think you all know that by now if you follow this blog. So what does this mean for other assets? It's very simple, and we've been seeing it lately, just like I outlined to you several weeks ago. Because the game is risk on, you're going to see the price of precious metals and the price of cryptocurrencies remain stuck in a range, or maybe even come down a little bit, as more cash is pulled or forced out of certain assets and to be driven into the stock market. Look, the bond market, I don't even talk about it anymore. It's completely fake. We know what's going on here. Epic sums are being pushed into this debt market. It's being bought up like there's no tomorrow, literally. And as I explained again, that the distortions created in the debt market to force the yield curve to look normal, believe me, just the illusion of it is going to drive cash into the stock market. And also, you know this, the Federal Reserve is buying stocks, and the 6 banks that run the Fed are also buying stocks. So let me ask you, where do you think stocks are going? Pretty easy, right? Now, it doesn't mean they're not going to waver around a little bit, but the trend is up. Don't bet against this market. I mean, if you're a short-term day trader, of course you can bet against the market for, short periods of time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour. But if you don't, look, the environment we are in is absolutely fake. We know that. We know all the effort being put in to keep this market propped up. If they can manage to push crude higher today, tomorrow, whatever they got to do, it'll be a false flag. It's going to be a false flag event. OPEC promising cuts to production isn't enough. Not enough. They're going to need some other event, and it's got to be a big one to push crude up. Why would it have to be a big one? Because we're in a global slowdown. The United States our economy is in free fall. So the demand is not there. We have a world awash in oil. So they need a big event to push it up. Without that, stocks will, even though I still believe we're going to hit record highs very soon, maybe even this week. Without crude going up, the market's going to be stuck in a range, and believe me, that's not what the military-industrial complex wants. They want more cash into this market. the Dow Jones Industrial Average markedly higher. The president wants to get on the bandwagon and say, look, stocks are higher. I'm the greatest. Our economy is booming. It's the illusion, understand, the illusion that must be kept real. And again, keep this in mind too, and I covered this yesterday. If you have not seen the video that I did yesterday, Sunday, my special report, Markets to Look Ahead, I strongly suggest you see that. A new phase is coming for world central banks, including the Fed. They're going to go hyper-nuclear, meaning they're going to kick everything up a notch with regard to asset purchases, debt purchases, intervention with currency intervention. That's what our president keeps talking about. Believe me, take the man at his word. Take the president at his word here. We are going to get it. It's coming. There's no doubt in my mind whatsoever that a weaker dollar is coming. And all this is stock market positive. You don't matter. You don't matter. Zero. What matters is the military-industrial complex pushing cash into the stock market, making them richer, and a series of false flag events are coming too. All right, with that said, I'm out of here. Love all of you. Please share the video. I'll see you at the end of the day.